and welcome to today's episode of The Daily Blend. I am your host, AC, and we are joined in studio today by Becky McHugh, and Becky is a stylist for Freida Rothman Jewelry. How are you, Becky?
I'm great, Adonica. It's really a pleasure to be here.
Oh, it's so good to have you here. Becky's been helping me with my jewelry selections since I started doing this, and I appreciate it because she really helps me figure out how to go from like a daytime to a nighttime, or what looks good with this neckline. So let's talk a little bit about that here. But tell us first, Becky, how did you get into being a stylist?
Well, I have been a Carlisle consultant, which is a clothing company out of New York, and I've done that for 25 years. Mm-hmm. And about 3 years ago, the Freida Rothman rep contacted me and suggested that it would be a really good fit for me to sell their line of jewelry. And Freida's jewelry, she's out of Brooklyn, New York, and she's sold in Nordstrom's and in Neiman's, but only a real small selection. And she made the decision about 3 or 4 years ago that she wanted to go and have retail sales with direct marketing through consultants throughout the country. And so I was like, I think this is a really good fit for my customers. And it's also a good way to draw in new customers who maybe hadn't been aware of the jewelry line before. And I have the entire collection, which not only includes the jewelry, but also handbags and fun sunglasses.
And Becky, you've been, I imagine a lot of people will be listening who probably know you because you've been providing these services in Columbia for a really long time.
For 25 years.
25 years. Almost as old as I am. Almost as old as I am.
I started as a child.
Yes. I started when I was very young. But it is amazing. There's some beautiful things here. But let's talk about, like, for me, I come in during the day, it's daytime, but a lot of times when I leave here, I have other places to go.
That's exactly
So I want to
look,
like you want to look nice, you want your things to be, and then I'm like, okay, but how do I level that up?
Well, right now I kind of have you in a daytime look with a cute little hoop with a fun design, clover design, and a pretty necklace. And I also styled myself the same way. This is how, if I were going to daytime go to a meeting, meet girls for lunch, I'd have some fun little hoops and a little necklace and some rings.
Yes.
And then this is also my daytime look. Most women do wear watches.
Yeah.
And my husband had given me this bracelet about 15 years ago. But just that alone just didn't seem like it was really like fun enough.
It wasn't giving enough.
So I loved it when I discovered Freida's hinged bangles because it's a good everyday look, and it paired really nicely, and I like things in odd numbers.
Yes.
So 3 is much better than 2, and it just kind of makes the whole look much better.
Okay, so wait, I want to pause there. So I want to make sure people heard that, ladies. 3 is better than 2. Because seriously, think about it. If you put 2 bracelets on, so just imagine that in your head if you're listening. You got 2 things on your arm, and then imagine that third thing. The kind of the stacks.
Exactly.
Look, and you like odd numbers instead of even.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So we're talking 3s, but then you go up to 5, and if you really want to elevate the look, you go to 7 or 9.
Oh, 7 or 9. So do not be afraid to stack and mix and mingle, right?
Absolutely, and it works with necklaces as well. And I'm going to show how we can go from your daytime work, and then if you're meeting somebody for drinks afterwards, or a dinner meeting, or just meeting your husband for date night. You just you don't want to have to redo everything. You just want to level it up a little bit.
Level it up. So what would I add to this shorter necklace?
Okay, so I was thinking that this would be a really pretty look for you. If you want to slip that on.
Yeah, let's see if I can get it off here.
What I do like is it's got a toggle closure, which makes it really easy to put on. And
those are easy.
Even more importantly, it makes it easy to take off.
Yeah, that's definitely good. Okay, so I am adding, for our listeners, I am adding another piece to the piece that I already have. And so it's giving me that kind of layered look, which I really like. That fits really well with that second piece.
And we're talking with the metals that we're talking 14 karat gold. We're talking about platinum or black rhodium. And then all of her semi-precious stones are hand set.
Oh, wonderful.
So it's nice quality jewelry. It all has a sterling silver base, but then she plates it with the fine metals and hand set stones.
I love that.
So then that gives it another dimension. And then if you want to try this one.
Oh, look, I'm adding yet another. This
one just slips right over your head. And this is a 36 inch.
Yes.
And then that gives a all a whole different look.
Yes, it does.
All right.
So for people who are listening, I now have on 3 pieces on my neck. Remember 3, the odd number, 3 layer in 3s. I have on 3, and I love that look. I always love a longer chain with the shorter ones. Very, very cute.
So we can
How about
also
my arm?
we can start playing with some bangles now. And what I do like about her, she has round bangles that most everybody's familiar with, but she kind of developed this hinge bracelet so that it lays really nicely, especially if you're at work and you're wearing something and you're doing a lot of work, meeting with people or writing. It lays nicely. So I think you're going to like this. So let's play with that.
Very cute. Okay.
And then it just slips on like that.
And I love a bangle that I don't necessarily have to force over my hand.
Exactly. And some of us either, and for me, if it's a round one, I use my hands a lot.
And then you talk with your hands and it goes flying off.
It's gone flying off on the sidewalk before. So that looks pretty by itself. That's very, very nice. And that's a statement piece that is very pretty. And it's got those clovers on it. But let's say that we want to take it up a little notch.
Okay, let's take it up.
And so I like mixing wider bands with thinner bands.
So you have permission to mix wider bands with thinner bands. And that's cute. That's very cute.
That's cute.
But I know you're going to take it up even more with a third.
You know, why not?
With a third. Yeah. That's super cute.
And I'm sorry we've got all those
that's all right. You got it.
things.
There you go.
And then the other nice thing, and then if you're really want to take it up.
Oh, then you add a thick one.
Much thicker.
Okay. I like it.
And then we also have, I like mixing colors and widths. And then even the textures. So now look at that.
Super cute. So I want to make sure I get this before we go. Becky, the way you give back to this community, if somebody has a group and they're raising money for a specific thing, they can call you. You will have an event for them with the jewelry and the sunglasses and all these. And then you will give back a percentage to their nonprofit or their charity.
I love doing pop-ups and events.
Love it. Okay. So we're going to end this with a shot, hopefully, of, look, I've got on 5 bracelets. And look, real quick.
Oh, here we go.
We're quick. We're going to end with this shot because we love to look really good in our sunglasses as well. So ladies, do not be afraid to layer, mix and match, and take your look up elevated from day to night.
Absolutely. Thanks.